So good morning. Welcome to morning stretch with Nicola. Oh, it's lengthening, strengthening really. So yeah, come down to the mat and let's start lying on our backs. So I'd like you to place the soles of your feet to the long edges of the mat, so they're wider than the hips. And just let the knees rest together. Placing the hands palm down onto the belly. As we begin to connect in, look inward, focus on our breath and be in the present. And just taking a few breaths in and out. And just notice how we feel today. And as you take an in-breath into the lungs and into the belly, the hands will move very slightly. And as you exhale, the hands will fall, the body will soften as the chest and the whole body grounds down into the floor. I invite you to close your eyes if they're not already. Maybe tuck the chin a little bit towards the neck, so the back of the neck lengthens. And then just kind of really check in from the toes, the feet, up the legs, and come into the hips, our pelvis and our belly. Let the belly relax completely, soften. Create space for all the organs in there to work to their best ability. Noticing the sacrum at the bottom of the spine, that lovely diamond-shaped bone, really rooted. The whole back nice and flat on the floor. Shoulder blades grounding. Backs of the top of the arms, following up into the forearms and then back into the hands now. So notice that warmth you're creating on your belly. Following the breath out of the belly up into the chest and coming up out of the throat, out of the nose. Resting the jaw, the face, forehead, and the crown of the head. It's quite early in the morning, so we're going to take it nice and slow. Place one hand over the other one and begin to make circles, massaging your abdomen. I'm making a clockwise motion. So starting at the right hip, just inside and scooping the hands round, just a gentle pressure on the belly. Creating a lot of warmth there, increasing blood circulation, and calming the system down. So just let the arms fall to the side of the body, palms facing up now. And let's take a nice slow inhale through the nose, filling up the lungs, filling up the belly. And then exhale through the mouth, really slow and long. Inhaling through the nose, into the chest, into the belly, and a slow exhale. One more time, inhaling, And exhaling, slower than you want to go, nice and slow. So returning back to your normal rhythm of breath, and just separate the knees and scoot the feet underneath. So the legs are still quite bent. And try and bring the feet a little closer up towards the hips there. We begin to pelvic tilt. So we're going to tilt our pelvis by pressing the lower back into the ground and tilting up. You notice that you're getting real grounding and rooting feeling in the lumbar. And as you exhale, roll that tailbone away, press into the shoulder blades, and you'll get a little arch at the back, and the chin goes towards the chest. So that including the breath now, inhaling, pressing the lumbar down, tucking the pelvis up towards the belly button. And exhale, slowly rolling the tailbone away. Press the shoulder blades in, chin to chest, slight arch in the lower back. So inhaling, tilting the pelvis, really slow, mindful moves. Exhale, rolling away. Let's do 2 more in your own time. Try and make them slow. We're coming back to your neutral position. What we're going to do now is slide the right leg long. So slowly, we just slide the foot along the mat. It may go off the mat a little bit, all the way out until it's long. And then slowly draw it back up. Let's do that again. So you may want to activate your core a little bit, pressing the lumbar down on the ground as we extend that right leg out nice and slow, and then bring it back up. Let's do 1 more on this side. And slowly return it back. Over to the other side. Sliding the left foot out now, nice and slow. Noticing the difference from one side to the other. And drawing it back in. So 2 more slides with the left leg. One more time, nice and slow. And bending the knee back up. Now slide the hands behind the head. Just gently so the fingertips are just behind the head there as we slide the right leg long again. And as you bring that foot back in, bending the knee, raise the head and shoulders off the ground. Inhale, head and shoulders back down, lengthen the leg out. And exhale, drawing the knee back in, lifting head and shoulders. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, slowly lowering the head, lengthening the leg. And exhale, drawing it all back in. Keep the leg there, just take the head and shoulders down. Take a breath in as you slide that leg long, now the left side. And draw it back in, exhale, raising the head and shoulders. 2 more. Inhaling, head down, leg long. Exhale, bending the leg, sliding it back, lifting head and shoulders. 1 more. When you're mindful, try to synchronize the moves if you can. So leave the leg in that bent position and then gently bring the head and shoulders down. Slide the arms back to the side of the body, either palms down or up. We're going to press into the feet and slowly curl those hips up into our bridge pose. Nice and slow, press into the feet. Try to imagine drawing the heels towards you and squeezing the inner thighs, the weights in the back of the shoulders, and keep the head nice and still. And slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, roll back down. Make any adjustments with the feet, maybe bring them a little closer to the hips if you need to. Let's do that a couple more times. So inhaling, tucking the tailbone, lifting up the hips. And exhaling, slowly back down. Let's do that again. So inhaling, lifting the hips, nice and slow. Raising up to the top as far as you can go. Squeeze the glutes, imagining squeezing the inner thighs and drawing the heels back. And slowly back down. Now we've got 3 more this side. On the right side, we're going to raise the leg to the air. So press into the feet, lifting the hips. Take the right heel off the ground first and see if you can maybe raise the leg. It doesn't have to be straight, it can be bent. And then gently bring the foot back down. Let's try that again. Raise the right heel, lift that leg into the air. Foot's come down, heels come down. So let's do that one more time. Really keeping the core nice and strong, and then slowly roll back down. Taking a moment, just notice how it feels on the right side. Now lifting the hips back up. Left heel off the ground first, press into the opposite leg and raise that left leg into the air. And then slowly lower that leg down. Lifting the heel, raising the leg up. And then the foot comes back down. Okay, let's do that one more time. So raising the heel, lifting the leg, lowering back down, and slowly, slowly lower all the way back down and bring the knees up to the chest and raise the head and shoulders. Lengthen out now into a full body. Stretching out. Great, and then we're going to rock up into a tabletop very slowly. So maybe 2 or 3 rocks backwards and forwards. And then roll over your knees and come into your tabletop position. So hands underneath the shoulders, spreading the fingers out, knees underneath the hips. Let's take a breath in with control, belly down, tailbone up, look forward, and then exhale, really draw the belly in, chin to chest. Inhale back into our cow pose, pressing the floor away gently, and then exhale into our cat, drawing that lengthening of the spine, tucking the chin, pressing in with the hands, knees and feet. Inhaling belly down. And exhaling, rolling the spine up into that lovely rainbow shape. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling. And exhaling. Back into your neutral tabletop. And let's slide the right leg out to the side so it's still in line with the hip. See if you can place the sole of the foot down. And 3 cat-cow breaths here. So that's 1. Exhaling, rolling the spine. And then inhaling, belly down. And exhaling, rolling the spine up. Inhaling, belly down. And exhaling, rolling up. Slide that foot now behind you, tucking the toes, and press into the heel. Bring that lovely opening of the back of the leg there, the calf muscle all the way up to the hamstring. Then bring that right knee to under and tuck it towards the nose. Let the right toes down, slide that left leg long behind you, pressing into the heel. And then drawing the knee up towards the nose, pressing away the floor. Toes down one more time, sliding that left leg long, press into the heel. And then bring the knee under towards the nose. Okay, back into our tabletop, sliding the left leg out to the side now. See if you can plant the sole of the foot, taking a breath in, chest up, tailbone up. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhaling up. And exhaling, rounding. There's just one more here. Exhale, rounding. Great job. We're going to go back to your neutral tabletop, sliding that left leg behind you, tucking the toe and pressing in to the heel there. Drawing the knee underneath you, taking it towards the nose, toes down and sliding the leg long. Exhale, tucking the knee to the nose. Inhale, toes down, sliding that left leg long. Exhale, knee to the nose, tuck it in. Inhale, out to the side. Sorry, out behind. Now come back. Let's rest in child pose. So keep the knees wide, hands forward and forehead down. So just let the arms rest down on the ground. Really enjoy your child pose. If the knees wide are making your lower back feel uncomfortable, just bring them a bit closer together. Always modify where you need to. Let's just do one more breath here. Now bring the body back up into tabletop and press into the hands and just walk the hands a little further forward so they're not directly under the shoulders, and tuck the toes. We're going to make the core nice and strong. We're just going to float the knees about an inch or two off the ground. The neck's nice and long, just extending on from the spine. And then place the knees back down again. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to float those knees off again. So just about 2 inches maybe off the ground, pressing into the palms and the fingertips, and then float them back down. So this time we're going to float the knees and press in to the feet and lift the hips up. Inhale, float back down, either to floating tabletop or tabletop. Exhale, lifting the hips up into bent leg down facing dog. Let's do that one more time. So either floating tabletop or full tabletop. And exhale the hips back into downward facing dog. Just take a few leg bends here. So bend one leg, then the other, maybe a shake of the head. So we're pressing into the fingertips here and the palms of the hands. So back's nice and long, arms nice and long. Then begin to walk the hands towards the feet, coming into your forward fold. Bend your legs so they're nicely, gently bent, and let the belly rest down on the thighs there. And maybe wrap the forearms behind the knees if you can. And if by doing that, you know you've got a big enough bend in the legs, you're being really kind to the hamstrings here. So just breathing in and out in our inversion here, trying to let the shoulders and the neck and the head go. Maybe you'll rock back and forth into the toes and the heels. And begin to rise up to standing very slowly. So curling up, let the arms dangle, bringing the body up, the head over the top of the shoulders, and stand up nice and tall. Now take the feet to the edges of the mats, toes are diagonal. Raise the hands out in front of you, lifting up over the head. And as we exhale, begin to circle the wrists, squat down, and take the elbows down to meet onto the knees. 3 cat-cow breaths here. So inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round the spine, chin tucked. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round. So one more, take a breath in and take a breath out. Take the fingertips down and square off the toes. Now walk the hands out to a plank position. If you want to take the knees down immediately, then take that. If not, press into the heels, press into the hands, maybe squeeze the glutes a little bit. Knees come down, release the toes. We're sending the chest and the chin down first. And scooping up into one baby cobra. Stretch through the toes, press the hips down, lift the head and shoulders. Exhale, back down. Pressing into the hands with the in-breath, tucking the toes, and exhale into down facing dog. And walk the hands towards the feet, into your forward fold. Raising up into standing, hands out to the side, float them up above the head, palms together. Down at the heart space. Lifting the hands up now, separating, circling the wrists down as we take the feet out wide, toes pointing out diagonally, and then squatting down. Rotating the wrists as you go, elbows to knees, 2 cat-cow breaths, so chest forward, inhale, exhale, round the spine. One more, inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Straighten the toes, fingers to the ground. Keep your legs bent. Hand walk out to your plank. Nice and strong. Bring the knees down if you need to. Press through the heels. Really make that core nice and strong here. One more breath. Then lower the knees and release the feet. We're sending the chest and the chin down. And inhaling into baby cobra by sliding the shoulder blades down the back, pointing through the toes, exhaling back down. Tucking the toes, taking an in-breath to your tabletop, and then exhale to your downward dog. We've got one more now. So walking the hands towards the feet into your forward fold, exhaling. Inhaling, raising the hands out to the side, palms together above the head. Slide down to the heart space. Taking a breath in, raise the hands up, separate the hands, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, take the feet out and let the arms rest onto the knees there. Take a breath in, just one cat-cow here, make it work. Bend the legs, chest forward, and then exhale, really round that spine, tuck the chin. Begin to bring the fingertips down, straighten off the feet, and we're walking into our final plank of the morning. Really nice and strong here. And hold this for 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. The knees come down on the toes. And let's release the chest and the chin down with control and scoop up into cobra or baby cobra. And then exhale back down into prone. Big toes together and slide the hands forward and place the forehead down on the mat. Shimmy the hips left and right just to make sure there's no tension. And let's take 3 breaths here. And slide the hands underneath the shoulders. And let's push up into a seated position now. Lovely. So you can either sit on your heels like this or sit in a nice cross-leg position. I'm just going to do 3 arm circles. So raise the hands out to the side, lifting up nice and gently. Make a little rooftop with the hands and slowly path them down the mid-center line. Inhaling, lifting up. Rooftop, exhale down. Let's do that one more time. So really calming here, inhaling up. And exhaling down. And just sliding into a seated half butterfly. So the left sole of the foot into the inner thigh of the right leg. We're just lifting out the waist here. Place the right hand on the right leg and then the left hand comes over. It's a nice gentle side bend here. And then turn the body so the hand naturally falls on top of the other one and we're looking at our knee into a passive forward fold. Just take it easy here. Just breathing naturally, no forcing. Then walk the hands up the leg. We're going to take a twist now. So left hand to the outside of the right knee, the other arm behind, lifting out the waist. We're going to turn from the thoracic, really gently. Go to where your body will stop naturally. Bounce back a little bit and then turn again, nice softly. Bounce back a little bit and then turn again. Counterbalance the twist, going the other way. So right hand to left knee, lifting out the waist and then pivoting from the thoracic. Slowly turning to the front, let's swap legs. So right sole of the foot into the inner thigh here, left hand on left leg. Reaching the other one up, scooping it over into your side bone. Nice and gently, be kind, soft elbow, sit bone rooted. Soften the neck. See, with a little bit of control, don't let it dangle down too much towards the left shoulder, but press that sit bone down and kind of make the core a little stronger. And maybe take that right shoulder back a little bit before bringing the body forward over the extended leg, looking at that right knee and passive folding over the extended leg here. Breathing nice and gently. Connecting in with the breath. Walking the hands up the leg now, we're going to take that twist. So we go to the left side first, so the right side hand goes to the left knee. Lift up and let's have a little twist here from the thoracic. Breathing nicely in and out. And then slowly to the other side. So let's just brace front, maybe crossing the leg, whatever comfortable for you. And hands together, or maybe just resting at the heart space. Maybe close your eyes. Just take a moment to notice how you feel. Always give yourself thanks for your practice. And thank you so much for practicing with me today. I look forward to seeing you again sometime soon. Namaste.